Have an alert for you tonight from Target 8. It turns out that you can lose your house while you're trying to sell it. A man from Grand Rapids found that out the hard way while trying to sell his house on a land contract.
But the buyer didn't pay the taxes and the county ended up seizing that home.
All new at 6 o'clock, Target 8 investigator Henry Erb has the reminder of how risky it can be to buy or sell a home on a land contract.
Dad saw the garage in the back and with 3 stalls and said, "We'll buy it." That was all he concerned about.
Thomas Holland's parents lived out their lives in this modest home on Eleanor Northeast in Grand Rapids.
My dad was so proud of it. It was the first house he'd owned.
After his parents died, Holland decided to sell the house. It was 2010. The economy was still hurting. The house needed work, and nobody seemed interested, until a company called Midwest Investment Services made an offer.
He offered me $40,000 for the house on a land contract.
That's not like selling something outright where you get your money right away and you're done with it. With a land contract, the seller keeps ownership of the property, and the buyer pays monthly installments until it's all paid off. More like rent-to-own. The contract can spell out whatever terms the buyer and seller agree on. In this case, the buyer, Midwest Investment Services, was supposed to pay the property taxes. But in 2013, the seller, Thomas Holland, got an unpleasant surprise.
In the end, there was notified by the county that the taxes had never been paid on the property since we sold it.
And the county treasurer was threatening to seize the property because of the unpaid taxes. In emails, Midwest Investment Services, 3 months before the deadline, told Holland it was trying to sell the house and use some of that income to pay off the back taxes. But then, just before the deadline, said it didn't have the money. Midwest blamed a bookkeeper for embezzlement and a tenant who hadn't paid. And Midwest asked Holland to come up with the money. But Holland says he didn't have it.
The house went to foreclosure and we lost it.
Target 8 investigators searched city and county records and found that Midwest Investment Services was slow to pay taxes on 16 other properties. The Kent County treasurer filed 35 forfeiture notices, telling Midwest it had to pay up in 13 months or lose the properties. In most of the cases, Midwest paid in time or sold the properties. Kent County treasurer Ken Parrish says he hears complaints all the time about land contract disputes over whether the buyer or seller was supposed to pay the taxes.
It very much is a riskier way of doing business.
If you're a seller and you're going to sell a land contract, you have to imagine that you're a bank. And if that land contract goes back, you have to go through the same foreclosure process that a bank would do, with an added layer of getting the land contract removed.
The Kent County Land Bank's Dave Allen is a fan of land contracts for first-time home buyers who might have trouble getting a mortgage. But he says that there are risks for sellers and for buyers, too.
Certain red flags to look for is a large down payment.
Allen says he's seen predatory sellers take advantage of land contract buyers with huge down payments and out-of-line interest payments. He says shouldn't be much more than 1% or 2% off the going mortgage rate. And the buyer, too, could lose their home if the seller fails to pay the taxes or a mortgage loan.
It's something that somebody needs to really consider strongly before they go into it and know all the ins and outs and all the options.
After Thomas Holland lost the house he was selling on a land contract, he sued the buyer, Midwest Investment Services. Real estate agent Daryl DeWard ran the company. He told us a confidentiality agreement prevents him from talking to us about it, and that Holland shouldn't be talking either. But Holland is talking because he's frustrated that he reached a $39,000 settlement from the lawsuit, but...
And the story is I haven't seen a penny from him.
Henry Erb, 24-Hour News 8.
Henry adds, like any deal that involves money, experts say that you have to spend some time learning about what you're doing.
We have some links right now at woodtv.com for helpful information on what you need to watch out for.